Hello there, YouTubers. It's Rheneas and Duke back at it again with another meme, another video. Today we are recapping Passengers, youngsters, the 4th episode in the Stories of Soda series. Well, what can we say about Passengers? They're important to the railway and it's basically our coal and water. Bingo! Rheneas, you got it right on the nail. That's a good way to start off the recap. Thank you, Rheneas. By the way, we should get my brother agree on to do one of these. What, a recap or a reaction? Oh, both. Ooh! I'll do it with him. Excellent. I'll let him know. You can appear in an episode in May. Fantastic, Rheneas. Was by the way, May celebrates 8 years at the very series. Yes, but we can't confirm what the one rolls up the foot. But we're not going to spoil too much for youngsters. However, there's going to be 2 special readings. One with for the engines on the Varkar branch and the Northwestern, and 4 of us here in the Scarlet Railway. We'll be doing one of the Scarlet Railway books. Actually, we're going to do not the very first one, but I'll give you a hint. It's when Rheneas and Scarlet first came to the yard. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I'm not going to spoil it for you fellas. Anyway, I'll start off this recap. So this episode starts off with our good friend Edward recounting his career from his beginnings from 1881. In 1881. In excuse me. Start. 1891 up to 1922. It was a passenger engine for the Furnace Railway up to 1907. Money was purchased by the Elsbridge and Neffer Railway to carry out the same role. Alright, Rheneas, there you go. Okay, so basically what Duke just said, our good friend Edward recounted his career of his early years on the Furnace Railway and then his and then his start on Soda itself, which was the Elsbridge and Neffer Railway in this canon. Our canon is Edward works on the Furnace Railway from the time he's built to 1914. We're not going to explain the reason why the Furnace Railway had to close in this canon, but in the Victor Tanzig canon, it closed in 1907. So, when he was purchased by the Elsbridge and Neffer Railway in 1907, he met Mr. Dobie for the first time. So when the trio's line was taken over by the LNER, Mr. Starr informed them that they would be running express services between Catford and the mainland. And the engine marine service will begin. Where's the AO Pacific, which is our good friend Gordon? So, due to the reputation express engines have for being arrogant and boastful, the 3 engines were apprehended to meet our good friend Gordon. And And they had every right to be, as explained in the episode. So, anyway, they found out that he was the most courteous and eager to get to work when he arrived in 1923. However, their preconceptions were proven right when heavy praise from the passengers went to Gordon's notebox. So the Minnie's expression in Reginald, the LMS Patriot, was by the way, we have a good friend named Patriot on shoulder as well. It's a good bloke. And he's not pompous or stuck up at all. So the Reginald would compete with Gordon for the Solar Express services. So he should know what they like. And he said that suffered by his rival. So in the present, said Rheneas, Hersey Gonzig Capite was unavailable early. I am unable to perform his duties as cafe station pilot, since the other engines were taking a call or tending to other trains. Mr. Starr had to telephone lower Catholic with Thomas. So he soon arrives at his former post to get the express ready. So when Gordon approaches the empty station, he then notices them. He tells them that they should have the coaches at the platform before the engine arrives. Thomas then retorts that there's nothing stopping Gordon from shutting himself next to the big engine's arrogance and annoyance. So, as Gordon waits at the platform, Ever then reminds him that Mr. had done him failed by rain and towns when he could have told Gordon the Visticles himself. Okay. Before we go any further, I happen to agree with Edward's words here. That Mr. Starr did him a favor. Did Gordon a favor there. However, Gordon was still on to attempt his own crutches. Anyway. So, before long, Thomas had Gordon's coaches in position and Gordon departs. Thomas feels discouraged, but like a thank you. But Everett assures Thomas that he did well and that Miss Starr will hear about his performance. So determined never to be late, Gordon heeded makes for the countryside towards Wellsworth and the Preston incline, which every engine knows to vote to top speed to ensure they don't get stuck. One shoots up the incline and exited his destination, Bell Furnace. Alfred, who had been waiting at the station, marks that Gordon was in fact late by 2 minutes. Reginald pulls in with his coaches and taunts Gordon for his first tardiness. But Gordon and Alfred taunt Reginald back for a derailment he once experienced and mention his own coaches. Reginald declares that something keeps him humble, unlike them, and prepares to leave. Only for the safety of the list. Gordon then takes the train, taking the opportunity of bringing the early passengers home. So as Mickey turns Reginald, Gordon neglects by himself, flying his more robust and reliable engine. Full Gordon returns to Soto. Update congratulates him. And Gordon tells Alfred to give his regards to their siblings in London. So when Gordon arrives back in Effort, Toby is shunting some trucks in the shed and been told by everybody on Gordon's events. Toby won't put up. Gordon's insulting Thomas again and points out Gordon's late arrival helped L and ER. So, like I said, youngsters, Mr. Starr arrived and then he informs Gordon. You got to be sure Danielle comes the next day because first he has gone to the Rex and Thomas is seen on the fuck-up lunch. So the class is going to go playing. Continuing all night into the next one. Well, he does depart punctually this time. Ends up forgetting about the plus and incline. By the time he realizes where he is, it's too late. His attempt at surging or stop causes safety back to worse. Wounding them lazy on the shunting. Just then, Reginald passes by, gleefully calling back to Gordon's remarks about being robust and reliable. Mickey then delivers Gordon to the works, where Mr. Starr is already waiting. Alright, youngsters, get ready for it. Gordon and Mr. Starr have a full-well trial. Miss going to Scalowy. Gordon told Mr. Starr right off and used the word foul at least twice. As Mr. Starr puts Gordon in good work for the next month while Edward and James alternate taking the express. Unfortunately, James had to bash and got to his smallpox. So, Rheneas, President then returns to the works and shut the express as usual. Eventually, as distracted, James backs down when the rain is possible bait, Gordon's from the barrel and bumps into the coaches. President warns him to take it easy with the coaches and they're overdue for maintenance. James then departs and makes off on time until he hears a big noise. Suddenly, he brakes the line hard and he's forced to stop on a level crossing. The coaches reveal leaking the brake line between James and the front coach. Guard Murray writes in the newspaper 11 bootlays to plug the hole. Once that is done, James will fill the train again, clean the crossing for impatient car lorry drivers. And in a minor space, release the hole reopened. James tries about very late. After a minute, James will be going backwards if he 1 inch slower and takes James's phase passengers to London. With many of them did we found some voice complaints to head office. Uh-oh. Yes, Rheneas. Oh, indeed. So, Mr. Starr takes partial responsibility in delaying the maintenance of the coaches in the name of saving money. To notice there's damaged reputation. The passenger fares drop off dramatically for quite a while. They end up needing to rely on the good trucks to keep them afloat. So that is passengers. Never delay mean yourself coaches. Never. Exactly. So, thank you so much for watching. Next time, me and Rheneas are gonna recap and we'll watch another video together. This time will be a Soldier V Toad from season 1. So we'll see you guys then. Bye.